It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Thursday morning and so good to be in your company at the start of a brand new day. And this morning we're talking about the relationship between food and hair. It might sound like a very odd combination. However, they do go hand in hand, as the condition of your hair is an outward sign or reflection of your inside health. Of course, food, as we know, plays a very crucial role in our physical appearance and the physical appearance of one's natural hair, which includes components such as the texture thereof or the length thereof. And here to put things into perspective and share some insights on this topic, registered dietitian Annelie Smith. Good to have you here.
Morning.
We're all so excited, Annelie.
Yeah,
exactly. We're so excited to talk about this because this is such an unconventional thing to talk about food and hair. But how exactly does your health and a healthy diet affect, what relationship does it have with your hair?
So it's actually, if you think about it, it's quite obvious, because if you have ill health, then it will start affecting your scalp. So you will start having changes in your scalp, and that will then reflect in your hair. So I always explain it that we have so if you think of the root, like, excuse the pun, so the root of the problem, so you will have specific functions that every cell has to have to stay healthy. So it doesn't matter if it's a hair cell or a skin cell or an eye cell, it has specific functions.
Yes.
And so it has to take out the trash, it has to get rid of toxins, it has to repair things, there's something called oxidative stress, which is how we age. So
Oxidative stress?
Yes. So we call it human rusting, so we're aging. So also, as you see, when people age, they start going grey, the texture of the hair starts changing.
Or thinning.
But if there's anything in your health that's going on, and specifically things like nutrient deficiencies for sure, because then you don't have the things that your hair needs, all your cells need. It's not just your hair cells, but you will obviously, so if you think of animals, you'll see it in their coat.
Yes.
So with us, we'll see it in your hair. So when it starts going brittle, or it's suddenly not growing, or you start having bold patches, then there's something going on with your health.
Absolutely. I recently did a DNA analysis that gave me insight into the kinds of foods that I need to be eating in order to help my cells function better. But in a general kind of perspective, with everyone in mind, what are those kind of good foods that we all need to be eating that'll encourage good health and good hair health?
Yeah,
especially?
so that's great. So that's amazing that you've actually done that. I work with that a lot.
Yeah,
Because you
what
want to
specific
look at
DNA
genes.
analysis?
Yes, we test genes. That's become quite a sort of more affordable thing to do these days.
Yes.
Because everybody's genes are different. So
Absolutely.
if you think about genes, they're like recipes that tells the body how to make certain proteins. So your hair cells are specific proteins, and what you eat will be like, we talk about gene expression. So the food will, so gene expression would be like a switch that gets flipped.
Yes,
Think about a light switch. So your food can flip those switches up or down. So if you have the good stuff, it will flip it up. The bad stuff will flip it down.
Yeah.
So there's types of foods is the ones that really helps with fast-growing cells. It's called epithelial cells, and that's what your hair cells are.
Yeah.
And then the structure that gives it structure. So these are structural cells, also be for skin and nails. And so things like zinc, so you get it from seafood, is really important. Vitamin A, so vitamin A is what you get in yellow fruit and vegetables. That's really a precursor, but you have to also have a lot of protein. So if you don't have enough protein, if that's lacking, that's definitely because it gives it structure.
Yes.
Vitamin D that we get from sunlight or from sort of animal foods. And then zinc, I mentioned zinc. Zinc comes in things like seeds and nuts. And,
Yes. So
like
think about
seafood,
the fishy kind of food, which is actually,
Yes.
according to my DNA analysis,
That's
a
exactly what you should be
Mediterranean
eating.
kind of diet that includes a lot of fish
Yes.
is what is good for my kind of gene structure.
Yes,
So
so-
that would result in me having good hair as well. Just
So it helps with
coincidentally.
repair. So you get it
Yes.
from fish oil, olive oil, things like that. You want to repair things. And then definitely your greens. So your broccolis, cabbages, those things help to remove the toxins so that your cells don't get clogged up with toxins.
This is incredible.
Does it help when you eat them fresher? So wherever you can, don't cook them. Eat them fresh.
It's important to eat them fresh as often, especially the greens, because when you cook them, a lot of these nutrients are destroyed. And it's really not even steaming, eating it fresh, chewing it, because
As in
that
just
releases
taking
the
it and
nutrients.
chomping it.
Chomping
basically.
it, yes.
Bit
So
of broccoli.
obviously, there's always a counter-reaction for almost everything. You've mentioned all the good stuff we should be eating,
Yes.
but what is the bad food we should stay away from because it just doesn't do any good for our hair?
Exactly. So the things that you want to stay away from are things that overload your cells. So things like too much alcohol, too much chemicals, too much processed stuff, things that really overload your system, like sugary stuff, which is going to cause a lot of inflammation, and it's really giving your cells so much work. And so you want to give it the good stuff and not have overloaded to sit with stuff that's useless. So the sort of junk food stuff.
Would exercise help?
Oh,
Sorry?
Would exercise help at all?
So exercise is important for so many things because it also helps to just keep your inflammation levels under control, keep
Yes.
your toxins going, definitely.
Okay.
well, I think it's safe to say you can tell a lot about a man and what he's been putting in his mouth just by taking a quick look at his hair and maybe a quick run of the finger through if it's falling out.
Hey, there's no fall. Have you seen how long my hair is?
Becky with the good hair. Well, listen, if you didn't know, now you do know. Getting that good, healthy-looking hair is not as hard as you might have thought. Apply all of that information shared by Annelie to mastering your look for the maintenance of that brilliant hair and your beard as well. Use BIC's premium range of disposable razors available at all your leading retailers nationwide. Annelie, thank you so much.
Very
Should I feel
educational.
my hair?
You don't have any to feel.
Master your look with BIC Flex.